Guten Abend, gut Nacht, mit Rosen bedeckt, mit Näglein besteckt, schlupf unter die Deck, morgen früh, wenn Gott will, wirst du wieder geweckt. Morgen früh, wenn Gott will, wirst du wieder geweckt. Guten Abend, gute Nacht, von Englein bewacht, die zeigen im Traum der Christkindleins Baum. Schlaf nun selig und süß, schau im Traums Paradies. Schlaf nun selig und süß, schau im Traums Paradies.
Good evening to all of you. Once again, we would like to thank the professors who are joining us on the second day of the International Summer School for Professor Training 2023, an initiative led by the Corporation for Systemic and Strategic Educational Thinking, PENSER. It's very gratifying for us to have the participation of higher education institutions from different countries such as Malaysia, India, Indonesia, Australia, Philippines, Thailand, Poland, Pakistan, Sweden, Albania, Vietnam, China, Canada, Italy, Romania, Russia, Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, Peru, Mexico, among others. We reiterate our deep gratitude to our lecturers who have donated their time and knowledge to make this space a reality today. The learning units that we will develop during this day are: Day 2, the professor as a disseminator of knowledge. Day 3, the professor as a scientist of the teaching learning process. Day 4, the professor as an educational leader from systemic thinking. We remind you that PENSER Corporation is an NGO of teachers, and we focus on developing research, advisory, and consulting training processes in our 3 main legs of work: integral formation of children and youth, systemic educational processes, and holistic andragogy. This course is part of our line of systemic educational processes, specifically in the subline of permanent teacher training. Likewise, in the line of work of systemic educational processes, we accompany institutions and universities with professors from Central and South America in the following fields: methodologies and tools for planning follow-up through management indicators, impact evaluation of policies, strategies, and programs in higher education management, curricular modernization focused on learning outcomes, development of virtual and extended reality experiences for educational purpose, mobile applications for information and knowledge management in academic environments, conceptual and methodological support in self-evaluation processes, and continuing education in agreement with foreign universities. For more information, please write to our institutional email. Some considerations to take into account before starting: each lecture will have an approximate duration, 25 minutes and 5 minutes question time. Participants can write their questions in the YouTube chat to be read to the professor by the moderator, or enter Zoom platform with the link that we will provide previously. If you wish to obtain the certificate of participation, it is subject to conditions and you will have to attend the complete course. A link will be available in the YouTube chat for daily attendance control. The certificate will be used within a maximum of 10 working days and can be requested upon completion of the course. This course will be available on our YouTube channel. Finally, we invite you to follow us on our social networks. You can find us a PENSER Corporation, in Spanish, Corporación PENSER. In this way, we ACN and the Malaysian Institute of Accountant, and hold a master's degree in business administration from the University Utara Malaysia. Currently hold chartered accounting qualification from Australian CPA, and had completed a Doctor of Business Administration qualification from University Utara Malaysia. Has a 19-year working experience in finance, accounting, and tax in various industries, with 12 years experience in management posts in public listed companies. Successfully led in 9-1 ISO certification for rice manufacturing business in Pakistan, 2003. Raising Sukuk for Bakun hydroelectric power, 2006. Water tariff regulation in Malaysia, 2024. Raising financing in Sukuk of 3 billion for UTM solar power, 2018. Jerby Hicom Merger with Volkswagen in 2018, and SAP HAN for integration for Ben Meyer Group in Europe and Asia Pacific, 2019. Go ahead, Professor. Thank you very much for being with us.
Okay, so we continue back, yeah. Distinguishing of practical and theoretical in learning, yeah. Theory teach students through the experience of others. Practical knowledge helps students acquire the specific techniques that become the tools of the trade or the entrance in the industry, yeah. And the theory is a foundation. Practicality is the application of theory, meaning that without theory, we cannot have the practicality in our real industry. Yeah? So both are connecting into each other and both are important. I'm not saying that theory is not important. I'm not saying practical is not important, but both are coming in the same way. So as a professor or as a lecturer, you must blend this theory and practicality together in this examination of your studies, your teaching skills. Yeah, you must insert practicality example, insert practicality method, while the theory is important to be in the student's life. Yeah, the theory will never be forgotten until, even though we are become older and older and older, the theory is still developed in our self. Yeah, So that is the importance of both sides, yeah, theory and practicality, yeah. Right, and then how you want to distinguish this practical and theoretical in your subject matter, yeah. So first, you must bring the real world experience into the classroom, yeah. How you want to do that? Allow students to adapt the content course, yeah. First, before you start your semester or your first day of the new year, yeah, or new study year, yeah. In the subject matter, yeah, you have a subtopic, you have topic, you have items, right? You have subject, what to do in your timeline, yeah. When you what we call you deliver it to your students, try to adapt the topic with examples of the industry practicality. Yeah, how you do that? You can give some maybe video, yeah, maybe YouTube, yeah. You can as first class, yeah. Of course, you show okay this topic, how to manage depreciation of an asset in real world industry. So you pick from YouTube as an example. Just Google it. Just put the depreciation in working environment. How to solve the issues. Then it comes out with a video of many videos as an example. So you pick one and apply or mention or share during the class. Yeah, that is how you allow the student to adapt the content of the course first. Yeah, give them personal touch. Number two, yeah, aiming for a more real life scenario. So you give example, yeah. Personal touch means if you are and you have that experience, you can straightly give your real experience. But if you are not an industry people, maybe you can ask your friend, yeah, your colleague, or not colleague, or even your maybe your family, your husband, your wife. Maybe they are working in industry, so get some info from them, yeah, or maybe your classmate, yeah, or from social media, yeah, from Facebook, yeah. Facebook, I learn a lot if when my friends share that he is currently doing this, he is currently doing that. So from that I adapt and share to my students, yeah. Okay, number three, you create distinctive collaboration between industry and academia. Okay, you can call what we call your friend, maybe give a talk, yeah, give a talk or special engagement during your class. Give your friend the ability to share his or her experience, like I did, yeah, when I was in my industry, yeah, working, yeah. My lecturer called me to give talk to his student, yeah. Okay, how you know? Because I'm still contacting my lecturer, yeah, and furthermore I'm doing PhD at that time, so I have close relationship with my lecturer, and he invited me to share my expertise with his students. So you can do that as well in your class. Not even though your students is maybe school, you can also do that, because recently I've also shared my experience to the pupil, yeah, the school, secondary school, before they entering university, because they want to know, we want to share what is the course look like, yeah, what will happen during study, what will happen when you come into industry. So I shared to the school, yeah, and then at least they have something in mind whether they want to pursue the course or not, yeah. So you engage, yeah, you engage with the industry or your friend, yeah, and get in touch with the university so that you can have the students be mindful with all these practical knowledge, yeah. And then the combination of organizational learning, yeah, maybe service innovation, competitive advantage. So you blend it together, get input from yourself, even yourself, yeah, if you are an industry expert, or your nearest, your close friend, or your contacts in your networking. Get this information, blend together to deliver your ways of teaching to your students. Yeah. All right. And then besides that, yeah, you can also uh, educate how everything works in a company and how to do this or to do that in order to solve a problem. Maybe you give some task or case study, get the group of students to present to you. Yeah, maybe one of them become a judge, maybe one of them become a lawyer. Yeah, and there are case, so how to deliver and act as an in court. Yeah, how to resolve or how to act as a lawyer, or and the what we call the situation, how to handle the situation in the court, for example. Yeah, and bring a unique value to the classroom as well as provide fresh insight. Yeah, you may have maybe you have gone through, okay, simple example, you watch TV. Yeah, you watch TV, you have drama, right? So from drama, that drama, maybe they have scene in office, for example. Then you can get that idea on how to deliver to your student as an example. Yeah, that can also be done. Yeah. Okay, the next one, get a genuine insight into the industry itself. You yourself must join industry. Maybe during your during semester holidays. Yeah, semester holiday, I believe in your country you have summer holidays. Yeah, you have winter, right? So it didn't happen in our country because we don't have 4 seasons, right? Okay, so you use that time, yeah, to engage or maybe to join a company. In company, they have budget for that, yeah, to deliver the skills. Or maybe you go for a training, yeah, training course for corporate, like we did. Okay, I also involved in coaching a corporate workers, yeah, because I have the experience as a industrialist, yeah, and our company also provide teaching or guiding, yeah, the corporate internationally. Yeah, we went to global training, yeah, to many countries to deliver our knowledge, yeah, especially to the young middle managers. Yeah, middle managers, maybe you as a lecturer or professor, you can join that type of training as well, because we are special training. We only have not more than 5 participants. So from there we can have close relationship or close coaching to the participants. Yeah. So you provide that as well. So you tend to have more comprehensive knowledge of inner workings of the professional world, including the market system and processes. So at least you get some idea what happened. Or even if you don't join the industry, you go for training such that I mentioned, and you get some examples, because the trainer, like myself, we are from industrial. Yeah, we are from industry, and we can give many occurrence or many examples or many exercise for you to understand better. Yeah, so from the knowledge you can deliver to your students. Yeah, and you can transform students into capable and up-to-date graduates. Yeah, you, by doing this, yeah, when your students graduates, yeah, they are ready to be in the corporate or industry world. Yeah, at least they have the idea. So send them to internship, for example. Yeah, but now considering the short time of learning process, yeah, the internship, they are shortening. Yeah, from my time, during my time, internship was 6 months, now only 3 months, and some university they only give 1 month, yeah, for internship, which is not enough for the students to understand. Yeah, I can say that it is not enough. Even mine was 6 months, also not enough. Yeah, so try to blend it. Maybe you yourself need to have some intern and deliver to your students, or you go for a course. Yeah, that is my suggestion. Yeah, all right. And with this knowledge in industry, you make sure that you understand and can identify and exploit new opportunity. When you go for this training, or maybe you upgrade yourself, you can have the idea on identifying new opportunities and current situation in the industry, so that you can adapt and deliver to your students. Staying ahead of competition, how in current market, how you want to be in number one. You want to gain market share, how? So you go for the training, or you can explore or get input from your friends in the what we call industry, so you can have the idea and share towards your student. Awareness of security issue, what are the current issues that happen in the global, why we are doing this and that. And for example, now we are towards SDG 17, right? SDG 17, which is around the world implemented, enforced by the United Nations. So SDG must be completed by 2030, right? So you must be prepared, and your students, especially their time, because when they are graduating, it becomes 2030, 10 years, maybe 7 years from now. So time is now short, so you need to equip yourself for becoming more practicality, in your producing the quality students from your institution. Compliance with regulation, of course. When you try to implement the practical instead of theory, because theory we don't have to know much about compliance, the regulation, but in practicality we have a lot. We have so many regulation, not only comes from our government, but all the parties or the committee, or maybe the world, the global compliance. So you must blend this knowledge to your students to understand better, not just theory but more practicality. And then you can make the student become inspired in knowing that they soon will be part of the development. You engage the student, you especially the final year, the one that reaching the graduation time. So you must get them be ready to enter the real industry world, or maybe keep them equipped, with those knowledge, because so that when they join us, or they join industry, they can become more they can position themselves, in every situation. Understands the implementation of new technologies they have heard about, or maybe the students interested in some area, artificial intelligence, robotic, for example. So you get knowledge, or you get training on this method or this area, and deliver to your students. Or maybe get them in touch with your connection, or your what we call your collaboration with the industry people, that specialize in this technology, for example. So you can do that as well, in equipping your students to be more practical approach. And it's about networking as well. Tend to know you better than anyone else in an academic setting. Okay, talking about networking, when you go for conference, you go for maybe seminar, you meet many people from many industry, not only educationists, but people from outside our background. So you can have their business card, you can have maybe next meeting. So from there you can get more contacts, or do you expand your networking. Because why they are important? Because you will know your learning style and understand who are your student and individual, and then you can match them. like my lecturer did for me, yeah, before this, he called, yeah, one of his friend that he knows from a course, training that he went to, yeah, and the person, yeah, deliver some technical skills in our class at that time, yeah. So from there we understand better, yeah. So that's what you can do in expanding your networking, yeah. So in your networking, what you have, you must have the relationship, your career talks, of course your connection, yeah. You can explore your opportunities, you increase your contacts, yeah. And from the internet, yeah, from the internet, you can also get your networking, yeah, from your Facebook, from your Instagram, yeah, Twitter, yeah. You can have, you make use of this platform to gain some networking and knowledge, yeah, in practical industry. Of course, business card, you have from your colleague, yeah, maybe your colleagues is your classmate before this, yeah, your classmate, you have they are working in different industry, so you can get knowledge from them as well, yeah. Meet and greet, yeah, maybe you have reunion, yeah, you have alumni dinners and so on, yeah. And you also have common interest, yeah. Maybe you can have community, yeah, maybe your neighborhood, yeah, neighborhood, and what we call your neighborhood have many industrialists in particular area of experts, yeah. So you can get knowledge as well, yeah. So these are among how you can get your networking expanded. And professors are very likely to have a lot of contacts within the industry. Yeah, of course, if you are a professor in economics, you have contacts in banks, okay, for example, in big industry, or maybe in the media, the press, because you need to analyze, yeah, you need to know the analysis of the economics, for example, yeah. So you have the more contacts, yeah. Depending on students' aspiration and future plan, professor may even be able to put them in contact with the right people, yeah. So you must blend and match your students with the right people, yeah. Or maybe coaching, yeah, you engage your friend to coach your students. For example, you get me as an accountant to coach your accounting students, yeah. So from there we can deliver the right method to the students, yeah, to the current student, yeah, not like us before, because our time is more theoretically, but now we must put more practicality in their learning skills, yeah, because time is changed now, because we need to companies, yeah, industry like us, we value experience, yeah, more than good results. Of course, the good results from the course will be a bonus to us, but when we interview people, student, we interview our candidates, we look into the practicality. Even they are fresh graduate, yeah. When the interview session, we test about their practical knowledge, yeah. That is the secret, yeah. We will ask, yeah, how if you are going to this situation, and how you handle this, what is your opinion. So that's some question that we as an industrialist will ask these candidates, yeah. So equip your students, yeah, to handle that matter, yeah. And then other than that, we can boost students' knowledge in career prospect to have a real understanding of the industry before graduating, and can be real deal breaker for some employers, yeah, to combine experience with theory, yeah. So that's why it is important for you, yeah, to engage your what we call colleague or your networking to deliver some training on job, maybe internship, yeah, or maybe talk, yeah, talk during your class. It's okay. Take your class is 3 hours, for example. Take 1 hour. Invite your colleague or your friend, yeah, to deliver certain topic in the class, so that student will understand better, yeah. They have the imagine, they can imagine what will happen, so they can ask question. Yeah, the expert or the industrialists are more than willing to help, yeah, to answer their question. Yeah. All right. To combine experience with theory, yeah, theory, as I said, theory comes with practical. So in every situation, theory is implemented. Yeah. So do not split, yeah, theory and practical, because theory must be in our self forever. Yeah. So it helps we handle the practical situation. Yeah. All right. So with that skill, yeah, with that expert that you may have from involving yourself in a special coach, for example, or maybe you attend a work real industry for in your summer holidays, for example. You upgrade your skill. Yeah, you can have more experience to share with your students. You can have the ability, yeah, to create scenario in your case study. For example, you give scenario A, scenario B, scenario C in your teaching skills. Ask the student to give input and then you advise. Yeah. Now, because you have upgrade your skill, you have the ability to advise them. You increase your growth, yeah, your knowledge growth, your position, yeah, your qualities, yeah, high qualities. You have advanced training, maybe when you go for training that I mentioned just now, the coaching, the specialized coaching, yeah. Our specialized coaching, for example, we don't only provide coaching to corporates, we also provide coaching to non-industrialist people, yeah. So you can go for that as well. You increase your knowledge, you increase your learning process, because we are lecturer, we are professor. Don't look too high that you are a knowledge person. We also learn, yeah, we also learn, but our learning may be a bit up than our students. So we reach the sky and we deliver to students, we deliver to the bottom. So that's how we share our knowledge, and at the same time we also increase our knowledge. Yeah. And we have competence training. Yeah. We upgrade our competency by going for training, yeah, coaching, for example. Yeah. So in other ways, you upskill your deliberation in yourself as well. Yeah. So that's why you must equip yourself before you can teach the practical side in your class. Yeah. Okay. So boost students in career prospect, you can lectures and academic program given to students are very useful and equip them with the skills, provide solid knowledge they need in order to continue to grow and become more attractive to company. So that's why I said just now I share, when we interview candidates, the fresh graduate, we test them, yeah, on their practicality knowledge. Yeah. That's why some graduates, they cannot get job because they are not expert or they don't have the practical knowledge so much from the university. Yeah. So that's why you as a professor or as a teacher, you must deliver your students with this practical side of knowledge. Yeah. And then what you can do, yeah, way forward for improvement. Of course, when we want to improve our students, we must improve ourselves first. Yeah. Okay. Professors should take training course. Yeah, like I said, training course is important. Or no matter how old are you, no matter how high experience or how high qualification that you have, you must go for training courses. Yeah, especially if you are not an industrialist, you go for industry courses. Like myself, I am an industrialist. I have a PhD, but I joined a course to do publication. Yeah, because I'm not good. I'm not good in doing journal, for example. So the other way around, you as a professor, you go for training courses in industrial. But we industrialists go for training courses for doing writing, yeah, journal writing, for example, for publications. Yeah. So we are sharing knowledge among each other. Yeah. Improve industry skills by taking a training course relevant to your subject field. Yeah. So for example, if you're teaching accounting subject, join a company or a public accountant firm to understand better. They can give you that one, that requisition. Yeah. Even maybe they couldn't pay you high salary, but we are willing to give the knowledge to the people. Yeah. Okay. Increase school and community activities. You can create some project during holiday, for example, for the group of students, yeah, to have community activities. Maybe they join the community, maybe CSR, yeah, CSR service, customer service related, right? So that's how you manage to upgrade yourself as well, yeah. And practice effective communication, yeah. So you must equip yourself with high quality of communication skills, yeah. Involve industry people in learning process and be proactive. Okay, involve industry people in learning process. Like I said, invite your friends or your colleague or your maybe your wife, your husband who works in industry. Yeah, give talk to your student. Can be done because I've did it many times. Yeah, so that is among how you want to improve and upgrading yourself as a knowledgeable practicality in your field. Yeah, so that's among tips you can have, yeah, in yourself. Yeah, so 7 skills students will always need. This is for student. Yeah, curiosity in and imagination. When you teach them the practical knowledge, yeah, they have answered. Yeah, curiosity. Yeah, curiosity. Yeah, sorry. And imagination, like myself, yeah, when I was a student, I always imagining things, yeah, but at that time I couldn't get, yeah, I couldn't get the experts to teach me. But okay, at the time it's difficult, so we bear to it and we learn during our working, real working industry. Yeah, you have initiative and entrepreneurship, you have agility and adaptability. The students will have critical thinking and problem solving. Yeah, because they are expert. Yeah, they have practical approach. They know how to solve problem. Effective oral and written communication. They can improve their communication as well. Yeah, and collaboration across networks and leading by influence and accessing, analyzing information. So these 7 skills will be upgraded when your students are equipped with practicality in their learning skills. Yeah, so that is among how you want to engage your students. Yeah, you share the practical approach and you make sure all these qualities are improved as well. Yeah, so with this I will end my session. I hope you get something. So all the best for your future and hope we can meet again sometimes. Yeah, so have a good time. Yeah, okay, bye.
Thank you very much, Professor Riemann. To continue with the next unit, we call on the teacher Joanna Rosak Siroka Sestokow, coordinator at the Faculty of Management, University of Technology in Poland. She specialized in the fields of digitalization, Industry 4.0, Society 5.0, IoT, AI, Quality Management, and Quality 4.0. Review editor of Environmental Economics and Management. Associate editor for Coding Business and Management Taylor in France. Guest editor of IJERPH MDPI Energies, MDPI Sustainability, MDPI Springer Discovery Sustainability Frontiers, and Elsevier Measurement Journal. Reviewer for a number of prestigious journals, IEEE Open Access, Elsevier, MDPI Frontiers, Sage Emerald. She completed a research internship at University of Žilina, Slovakia. and at Silesia University of Technology in Poland. Participant in multiple Erasmus Mundus, teacher mobility, Italy, UK, Slovenia, Hungary, Czech Republic, Slovakia, and France. She held a series of lectures on quality management as part of the Erasmus Mundus program at universities in countries such as Great Britain, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia, French, Hungary, and Italy. She cooperates with many universities, both in the country, University of St. Preskov University of Technology, Silesia University of Technology, and abroad, including the University of Tabuk in Saudi Arabia. Bucharest University of Economic Studies in Romania, and Federal University de Nigeria. Good ahead, Professor. Thank you very much for staying with us.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Erasmus coordinator at my university. You can also find me in social media like ResearchGate, LinkedIn, or Facebook. And I work a lot, as you can see in this presentation. In this year, I have published three books: Quality Management, Value Creation, and the Digital Economy, Advance in Distance Learning in Times of Pandemic, and the Role of Sustainability and AI in Education Improvement. They are books that are published from Taylor and Francis, and it's not the over for this year, because I am also working with another edited book, so I really like my profession. So I am also reviewer for a number of prestigious journals like Emerald, Saga, Elsevier, Frontiers, Springer. So I read a lot of manuscript every day. I am also editorial board of PLOS ONE journal, Peer journal, International Journal for Quality Research, as well as Kogan Business and Management, Taylor and Francis. I am also guest editor in Environmental Research and Public Health. Here the topic of this special issue is Quality of Life, Challenges in 21st Century. I am guest editor as well as Sustainability. Here the topic of my special issue is University for Sustainable Development in the Way of Society 5. I am also guest editor in Springer Discover Sustainability Journal. Here my special issue is connected with smart sustainable universities in digital natives era. And I am also guest editor in Elsevier Measurement Sensor. And here my title is Measurements, Algorithm and Techniques in AI-enabled smart sensors. So I was thinking, what is the recipe for success to publish manuscript in prestigious journal? I think that there is no one answer, but I will try to give my answer for this question, connected with my experience, and not only as a reviewer, but also as an author. So very important is to read a lot. So if you are interested to write, and good and high quality manuscript, you should know what literature presents, what kind of research gap are you able to fulfill, what novelty can you propose for authors. Very important second element is to be patient. What does it mean? It means that you are not able to prepare manuscript in one day, in 1 week, even in 1 month. It's not possible. So, very important, in my opinion, is to work in team. Why? Because when you work in team, your work connected with writing and preparing manuscript goes much more faster than you will prepare all things or elements alone. Why? Because there are people that are good in statistical methodology, there are people that are good in literature review, there are people that are good in using different programs like Citavi, like VozViewer, like ChatGPT. So, thanks to help of different people, your manuscript can be prepared much more faster. Work hard, slow, and smart. What does it mean? It means that if you are interested to prepare high quality manuscript, you should think smart. So you shouldn't lose your time for things that are not necessary. So you should be, for example, me, I'm usually a leader. So I plan all elements that should be done. Care about manuscript quality. So you should remember that all elements of manuscript are necessary. The most important element of manuscript for reviewer, for me as a reviewer, the most important is abstract. I will tell you in the next presentation why and what elements should possess abstract to be attractive for reviewer. Work with manuscript till you will finish. So I have such a habit that when I start to work with manuscript, of course I make break. Sometimes I need to rest from the manuscript, but I have a tradition that I work as long with manuscript as I will not finish. Because I have all elements in my mind. When I put and I will make more than few days break, then I don't remember what was in the manuscript. What should I remember about? Of course, as I mentioned, it's my experience, it's my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. So my presentation is divided into two parts. The first one part will be connected with elements, how to create a high quality manuscript, and what the main mistakes undertake or make authors. The second one part is connected with plagiarism problems and how to choose the journal. So now I would like to tell something about what to do before start to work with the manuscript. What you should think about, what questions you should answer. So for example, the first one question you should try to answer, think what scientific area are you interested in? So before you start to work with manuscript, you should ask yourself, what area I am interested in? What can I write about? What I like, what I would like to analyze, for example, quality management. What area is fashion among researchers? So nowadays and always, there are some areas that are modern for researchers that are interested. So for example, nowadays, very interested it is Industry 4 or even Industry 5, Society 5, digitalization aspect, artificial intelligence, smart issue, smart cities. For example, smart universities, renewable energy aspects of VUCA word. The next one, what methodology was used in the area among researchers? This is very important because thanks to analyze this point, you know what research gap are you able to fulfill. What new can you propose in your manuscript? What is very important to remember, take time to plan your manuscript. So before you start to work with your manuscript, you should be good organized. It means be smart. It means don't lose your energy for elements that are not necessary. So take time to plan your manuscript. Before you start to work with manuscript, plan. First one is important, very important, plan all elements that are connected with manuscript. Don't be chaotic in activities. So thanks to plan all elements, you will not be chaotic, you will be smart. Make certain that the manuscript meets and fits the journal's requirements, the journal's scope. That's also very important. So you shouldn't prepare your manuscript and just submit whatever. I don't care what is the scope of manuscript, of journal. Okay, I will download. Maybe I will have success. Believe me, it's not good direction. Writing good quality takes time. So you, again, should be patient. Work as a team. It takes a lot of time to prepare all the manuscript elements by yourself. About half a year with creating survey data. Working in a team speeds up the work of the manuscript. That's why, in my opinion, it's better to work in team, because you can divide all elements that influence in the manuscript. And in teamwork, you need a leader who will guide all activities. So that's very important to have a leader, because thanks to it, there are not created different strange problems. So, for example, I would like to present your TQM journal. So, description: TQM 6 high-quality international submissions from academics, researchers, and practitioners. Journal aims is to publish papers that report research that addresses real-life industry and management challenges and contribute to developing real solutions. And the next one is aim and scope. So what is aim and what is scope of TQM journal? So you should read, you should analyze, is your manuscript suited to this journal? So is your manuscript take into consideration following areas: TQM philosophy, leadership, internal, external, customer issue, measurement of quality, cause of quality, continuous improvement, ISO management standards, quality management, and related systems? If not, you should think about another journal. What is also very important, and from my knowledge, a lot of researchers don't like it, reading all information from the journal. It takes time, I know. But if you read all information from the journal, you will know how should your manuscript based on editorial requirements, what elements should be in your journal, how to make submission, and so on. Thanks to this information, you will not lose your time, because if you will not adjust your manuscript to guidelines, to editorial requirements, for example, you will lose your time, because editor will give you feedback: you didn't adjust manuscript to our guidelines, so please do it now. So you just lose your time. Read author guideline before start to work with manuscript. So that's very important, to read, to prepare, to organize your manuscript according with requirements. So, I mean, you should read what should be the format of manuscript, what should be article length, article title, author details, biography, structure, abstract, keywords, how many keywords, what kind of figures, how should they be prepared, as well as tables. So, for example, in Elsevier, there is a website so-called Journal Finder. It's very interesting, because thanks to this website, you can find journal that will be suitable to your manuscript based on paper title, paper abstract, and keywords. So when you fulfill this Journal Finder website, you will have some proposition of journals. For example, technological forecasting and social change. So here you also have information about seed score, impact factor, acceptance rate, time to first decision, time to publication, as well as when you go lower, then you have information about APC and another, and also description of this journal. So important elements before you start to undertake are: plan what you want to write about, good journal choice, literature, methodology, results and discussion, English style of manuscript. So this is also very important, to have high English style. Very important is that your paper should suit to the journal. For example, I had a situation in which author sent me a question: is there a possibility to submit manuscript to my special issue in sustainability? I give him feedback: yes, of course, you are welcome, please submit your manuscript, but remember that your manuscript must be suitable to my special issue, and my special issue was about university. sustainable development. So please let me know what is your manuscript about. His manuscript was about financial situation in banks. So I'm sorry, I would love to help you, but it's not possible to submit your manuscript to my special issue. So it is not that I am bad woman. It is because his manuscript doesn't suit to my special issue. So this is very important. So here I would like to underline, in my opinion, 7 top good paper elements. The first one, abstract, introduction, literature review, methodology, results, discussion, and conclusion. Before you start to work with your manuscript, make brainstorm. So think, what do you want to discuss about in your manuscript? What do you want to present? What new would you like to present? What methodology would you like to use? As well as how will you divide responsibilities? Which person, if you work in team, will be responsible for what elements? That's very important. Plan your paper. So what do you want to write about? What is your aim? What is novelty in your manuscript? What kind of methodology will you use? And what results will you achieve? Very important element of the paper for me as reviewer is title of paper. If title of paper is interested, is attractive, I want to make review. I want to read this manuscript. So very important for author is to create manuscript title in such a way that will be attractive for reader, for reviewer. So title of the paper should be interested, should be connected with material. Sometimes many authors create funny title of the paper. It's also very modern, sparking eyes, narrative, not too complicated, not too long. I really don't like when manuscript title is too long, because when I have to read it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and I ask myself, what's going on in this title? So it's very important to prepare good title of paper. So here you have some examples of innovative title. The first one is my manuscript, University for Sustainable Development in the Way of Society 5. And another examples, the role of universities in modern society, technological innovation and building a super smart society, Japan's vision of Society 5. I very often find or read manuscript in question form. I like this kind of manuscript because they ask a question and they answer for this question. So this is very interesting. For example, evaluation in health professions education. Is measuring outcomes enough? What do we mean by pedagogy in sustainability education? But there can be also funny title to assure citations. For example, if this title is funny, will you cite me? So, title of scientific papers play a key role in their discovery, and good titles engage and recruit readers. So remember about that. Abstract. In my opinion, abstract is one of the most important elements in the manuscript. Why? Because me as a reviewer start to read the manuscript from abstract. When abstract is not organized well, I usually make pause. I leave the manuscript and I start to read it next day. When abstract is creative or organized in very good way, I want to read this manuscript. It's very interesting. It's very attractive for me as a reviewer. So one of the most important components of the article is abstract. So remember, be narrative here. What does it mean? It means put elements like what is the purpose of manuscript? What kind of methodology do you use? What findings did you get? What is original in your abstract? So you also can put information about research limitations, practical implications, and social implications. These elements I very often used through Emerald Journal. Introduction. In introduction, very important elements are explain why your topic is important. So why do you undertake this manuscript to write? Convince the reader that there is a need to take up the topic. Introduce the reader to the manuscript and encourage him to read it further, as well as surprise the reader with an interesting drawing, diagram, tables. Emphasize your knowledge that will of a given topic. So in introduction, you also should underline what is the main aim of the manuscript, or you can also create hypotheses. It depends from you. A good practice is to present the organization of manuscript here. So what was made in section 2, in section 3, in section 4, because for me as a full reviewer, it means that authors exactly know how is organized their manuscript. And I know what can I expect in the following sections. Inform reader what is new, what is novel in your manuscript, as well as what gap research did you fulfill. Literature review is the point that that a lot of researchers don't like, because this is very difficult point, because you have to read a lot. To prepare manuscript, you should present how authors, what was done in the area, how authors looked for the issue from different perspectives. So it's a lot of work. So to prepare literature review, you should read, and one more time read. So what is very important, and I really don't like manuscript, forget about to put 6 literature position. You can forget about to publish your manuscript in high quality journal when you present 6 literature position. For example, I had one manuscript in high quality journal where I had more than 100 references, and one reviewer give me the review recommendation that I put much more literature. So remember about plagiarism. Plagiarism is also the point that I will discuss later. Plagiarism should have less than 30%, and here, in my opinion, is Turnitin program that is the best program to check plagiarism. And very important is to remember that for plagiarism, you should also take into consideration references. I know many researchers that put to plagiarism only text without references. You should put to plagiarism all manuscript together with references. Methodology is the next one point. Very important is to use methodology that is something new. And what is very important, to present results in attractive form. So especially this is especially important when you present or when you publish a manuscript in open access. Then your figures should be attractive for a reader, for viewer. You can create some figures alone based on literature. And nowadays, very modern is so-called viewer program that is very often used for literature review. So here you can see example of my manuscript that was published in International Journal for Environmental Public Health and is connected with Smart City issue. You should also think about figures, about attractive tables, about creating some model. And what is very important also in high quality journal, to use statistic. I think I've never read manuscript that statistical methodology wasn't used. High quality manuscript, they should have statistical methodology. You can also create some interested model. This model also comes from my manuscript. So this is model of elements determining quality and value for customers in the energy market. In results, discussion, and conclusion, remember to be meritive. Remember, in conclusion, to the conclusion should be connected with the main aim of your manuscript, with your results, and you can also present what was done in literature from your topic, in the topic that you choose. For literature analysis, for conclusions, you can also use ChatGPT. I've been in the training where was presented how we can use ChatGPT for literature analysis, for making conclusions based on results. That's very interesting, but I'm talking about ChatGPT that is a paying one, not the free one, but the paying one, because it gives us very high possibilities. So nowadays, ChatGPT is very often used for making literature analysis as well as making discussion based on results. The next one point, limitations and future suggestions for future research. So you should undertake what are limitations for your research, what do you want to make in this future, of course connected with the topic that you choose in your manuscript. And very also interested important references. This is very important point. Very important is that you should put references fresh one. So from 2021, 2022, it is very important, not only 9 or 10, but a lot of them. You should underline that you have a knowledge about literature. You know how authors analyze issue from many point of view. They should come also from different database like Emerald, Elsevier, Sage, and you should underline that you have knowledge connected with the issue. And remember to be patient. Remember that a good article takes time. And my advice is create an international team and work as a team. This is very difficult because I create my team, I think 2 years, but I have incredible and hardworking team, and our work goes very, very fast because because we divide our responsibilities. So if you have any question, you can send me an email. You can see in this poster my email, and I wish you good luck. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope to meet you in the future. Thank you one more time. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor, for your intervention. In this moment, we invite the Professor Sarfaz Hussain. Is an associate professor in Commerce, Gov, graduated College Ligat Rod Shaiwal, Punjab, Pakistan. He has taught finance and accounting, financial management, financial accounting, managerial accounting, financial accounting standards. His research interest includes corporate finance, exchange rate and firms' financial performance, micro and macroeconomics effects on business dealing. The more recent research is exchange rate exposure and the firm's financial performance. Go ahead, Professor. Thank you very much.
Basically, the topic we are going to discuss here, that is professor as a disseminator of knowledge. As a professor will play an essential role in the socialization of knowledge. This presentation will explore mechanism of advancing academic circle, publishing papers and books, synthesizing information for a broader audience. Here, presenter is Dr. Sarfraz Hussain, working as an associate professor at Government Graduate College, Dhaka Road, Sahiwal, Punjab, Pakistan. Advanced Academic Circle for building network. First of all, here we are using academic conferences, and the second one is online communities, and third, collaborative research projects. First one, academic conference. Mostly and usually it was used to attending and to promoting collaborations, networking, and the exchange of ideas among the scholars working on the similar topic. And mostly it was used by the universities, researchers, or some research institutes to share the knowledge among themselves. Online communities, after that, after conferences, people they are sharing their ideas virtually. It is a virtual academic space like LinkedIn, academia.edu, and ResearchGate provide a source for sharing research, promoting publications, and network with other academia. Collaboration research projects. This collaboration of research project, for example, it is the desire of the government, and they want to explore the research any problem that was held into the economy. Maybe it will be assigned to the people of different area. For example, someone working in USA and someone working in Malaysia and someone working in Saudi Arabia, and the government of US or government of China, they are facing some economic issues in their economy, and they assign these projects to some experts in specific field. For example, in the field of finance, in the field of political science, or in the field of medical science. They have some funds, they manage funds, and they assign these projects to some experts into different economies. And as they assign this work, and the team must be collaboratively work together for what they are working. They come to a point, whatever the research problem in their hand, they collect data and they analyze it, and whatever they get inferences from the analyzed data, they conclude it and present to the specific community, specific organization, specific government. So it is more broader than academic conference or online community. So the next one, papers, books, articles, and social approaches of knowledge. Professor as a dissemination of knowledge, first of all, they must present their research work, and they're collecting information from the general public, they're analyzing the data, and they present it into the research article. And in this way, this research article provide opportunity to share original research and contribute to wider scholarly debate on one field. Academic press books, publishing books provide a more extended outlet for in-depth research and can significantly impact the debate and discourse in the field. Popular scientific writing. Mostly this writing article and blog posts for popular cultural outlets allow academics to bring their research to a broader audience, promotional social appropriations of knowledge outside academic circles. Finally, social media. Most people using to disseminate whatever they expect from their research, they are using social media to share their research work, especially whatever they find in their research. And for example, they are using Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Telegram, and such other sources of online social media. Knowledge to achieve objectives. Mostly, whatever the objective in hand of the researchers, they must define whatever the objective in hand. Setting clear objectives is crucial to make good use of our knowledge. Whether we are looking to showcase our research to a wider audience or to pursue new academic avenues. Application of knowledge. This is the basic theme of any research. Application of our knowledge is different contexts acquired carefully through. Third, about how to best bring our insights and ideas to bring bear a new challenges and questions, reflecting on outcomes. Reflecting on outcomes of the applications of knowledge is crucial for improving our future work and developing strategies to address future challenges. Importance of synthesize in scientific disseminations process. Synthesizing complex argument. Mostly and usually the researchers, they are working on the new idea, whatever the requirement of the current age, current time, they are exploring that one. Exploring complex argument is simple in simple language require finding way to synthesize a vast amount of information in an accessible way. The next, synthesize the research findings. Synthesize in scientific dissemination helps researchers identify pattern in complex data, enable better decision making, and contributing to the breakthroughs and innovations. Synthesize across culture. Synthesize of knowledge across culture promote understanding and reducing dependence on a single perspective. So, tools to create high quality books and research articles. Academic tools for writing. Tools like EndNote, Grammarly, and Scriber help to streamline writing and editing and ensuring that academic writing is in an order. Graphical design tools. Tools like Canva and Adobe Insight helps to authors create high quality visual representations for their research insight. Collaboration tools like Google Doc and Dropbox helps authors to work together in real time. Ultimately, we want to conclude it how a professor's disseminate work toward his audience. Overall, the dissemination of knowledge is crucial to the achievements of our fields and broader social objectives. We must share our ideas and insights with others, from academic to the public audience. Equally important in synthesizing and applying knowledge in different contexts, providing new perspective and solutions to the world's many challenges. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Professor, for your intervention. To continue with the next unit, we call the Professor Mod Henley Ab-Gahab from Tun Hussein on University of Malaysia. Blended Learning in the Pandemic Era, a case study for artificial intelligence course. He's a senior lecturer and a former head of multimedia engineering lab and intelligence system lab at the Department of Computer Engineering, Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, University Tun Hussein on Malaysia in 2014 and 2009. He's currently a principal research fellow at Advanced Telecommunication Research Center, Faculty of Electrical and Electronic Engineering, UTHM 2021-2025, and Visiting Research Fellow for Center of Excellence on Advanced in Computing, University of Malaysia, Perlis 2021-2022. In addition, he has a visiting research fellow and Center of Excellence on Heat Polymer and Green Technology under Cluster Green ICT, UNIMAP from 2018-2020. He received a Bachelor of Information Technology with honors from University of Utara, Malaysia, and Master of Science Intelligence System from the same university in 22 and 24. Respectively, he has completed several research grants, won several medals and research and innovation showcases, and awarded several publication and teaching awards. Go ahead, Professor. Thank you very much.
Hi, good evening. Welcome to the International Summer School 2023 for Professor Training. My name is Muhammad Helmi bin Abdul Wahab from University Tunusin on Malaysia. For today, I would like to share something about the enhancing a knowledge through conferences. Okay, so as an educator, so we always need to update our knowledge from time to time in order to ensure that we are up to the trend, to ensure that we can share to the students, we can share to the researchers the latest update of the knowledge on the particular topics. All right. Okay, this is my personal notes. Okay, my experience on the attending a conference. Okay, I personally attended a conference as a listener in 2001 at the National Artificial Intelligence Seminar 2001 located at the Hat Yai, Thailand during the undergraduate time. And then I became the firstly attended a conference as presenter in 2005 at the International Conference on Robotics, Vision and Signal Processing 2005 located in Penang, Malaysia. So this is my first time presenting a paper at the international conference, sharing my knowledge on the machine learning that applying to the web mining for the web log files to track this the user from the website. And then I firstly invited as an invited speaker for forum on cyber security organized by the MCMC in 2004. But this time I rejected because this is my first time invited as a forum, okay, when I newly joined as a academia in 2004. Right. However, from time to time, I get another invitation and then I attended in order to enhance the knowledge on the particular topics. So in this case, my area is artificial intelligence, and I'm teaching an artificial intelligence as well. Okay, so that I attended most of the conferences related to the artificial intelligence and robotics. Okay. All right, so this is my experience, okay, when I first attended as a keynote speaker in India, where I met my friend or my colleagues from Russia, okay, Professor Yuri Koklov, okay, in 2016 in New Delhi. All right, okay, so when we talk about conference, why we attend conference? Okay, conference is a pool of knowledge, okay, it's a ceremony where everybody comes in order to debate, to discuss, okay, to argue, to share, all right, the new knowledge or the new research results, so that where the people can share together and then get benefit together the latest result on the particular topics. Okay, so as an educator, for example, I'm teaching the artificial intelligence, okay, so that I need the latest knowledge on AI. So I need to attend a conference to listen to new knowledge from the experts coming to the conference, from the keynote speakers, from the invited speakers, from the presenters, as well as we can get network with other people in the conference participants, okay, to get network with them and then what the latest result and the latest issue is being discussed on the particular topics. All right. Okay. So why we attend conference? We need to get knowledge update. Okay, not really for publication, because most people thinking that when you are attending a conference, we are about to focus on the publication. However, attending the conference, we are not longer thinking about the publication, but we need to get the knowledge update from the participants and from the experts. All right, the second point is to learn from the expert, especially the keynote speakers, the panel tutorials, okay, the panels of invited speakers, and as well as to get comments from other researchers on our research. All right. Next is to learning new space. Okay. Maybe what you teach in the class, you are based on the syllabus, which is the syllabus is quite old. And then you have the latest information during the conference, and then you can get shared to the student the latest knowledge from the particular topics. And also attending a conference also can expand the network of research. Okay, you can expand the network of research and as well as increase the visibility of the educators so that the people around the world get to know you, and then they are easily can get exchange of ideas together. Okay, but now there is no barrier. We can contact, we can call, we can discuss from people all over the world, okay, through the online medium. Okay, unlike the during the before the pandemic, we have restriction when to attend the conference. We need to be physically attend the conference at the particular place. But now, after the pandemic, with the aid of the technology, we can attend the conference through online platforms. Okay, so we can meet each other, we can present each other, we can discuss each other during online. Even though wherever you are in the world, as long as you are connected to the internet, we can meet, okay, by using the online Zoom or Google Meeting or WebEx and whatsoever, what software that we have. All right. Okay. So attending a conference as a listener, okay, if you are going, you don't have any research paper to share, you can attend the conference as listener to know the knowledge update, what are the latest trends on the particular topics. Okay, for example, my area is AI, but nowadays people are talking about the generative AI. We are not talking about the narrow AI, but we are now talking about the what AI can help people in daily life activities. Instead of some time ago, people talking about AI that can solve particular problems. All right. So if you have a research paper, if you have a research and you have the results, you can be a presenter when attending a conference to share the research result, to share the latest updates on your research through, okay, oral presentation. Okay, the second one is poster presentation, and the third one is a virtual presentation. Okay, oral presentation, you need to be orally presented your result at the conference. Normally, they will give you maybe 10 to 20 minutes to present your results, okay, to the audience. Okay, in other way, there is another mode of presentation is a poster presentation. Okay, if the organizer do not have or they have a limited rooms, okay, so they can change your modes of presentation into poster, then you can present your research result to the panels of the poster or the other conference participant by displaying your poster, and you stand beside your poster and present your work. And the third one is through virtual presentation. Okay, if you cannot physically come to the conference by using the software like Zoom and Gmeet, you can present your work through the online platform. All right. And the other way, if you can also attend a conference through the invited speakers. Okay, if you get invited, for example, you already have a strong knowledge on the particular topics and you get invited by the certain organizer to share the knowledge to the conference participants. All right. This one also be a good platform for sharing expert knowledge. And the ultimate, you can go for the keynote speaker invitation. So if you are well-known expert in the particular area, so you can be the keynote speakers. All right. To get invited as an invited speaker and keynote speaker is not really a quick way. Okay, there is a progress. You need to be a oral presentation for several conference until all the people know you are expert in the particular area, so that slowly they will start inviting you to be the invited speaker at the particular conference. All right. Okay. Types of speaker invitation. Okay. The listener, we don't have any papers. Okay, you just come to listen to all the presentation in the conference, whether it is keynote, whether it is the invited speaker, whether it is the oral presentation. And also you can become the regular speakers, okay, as a oral presenters. And also you will have the tutorial session speaker, plenary speakers, keynote speakers, or you can attend as a forum chair, okay, instructor for workshop, and invited speaker for special session. Okay, so this is the type of speaker invitation. Okay, you can come to the conference and become one of these speakers. And another way, you also can learn, okay, to join the conference as a reviewer as well. Because when you be the reviewer, you will look at the unpublished work, unpublished latest work, that you can use that knowledge to update, okay, to your students. All right. So this is my picture with the Prof. Mihaela from Romania, okay, during my keynote invitation at Vienna, Austria. Okay. All right. So benefit of attending conferences. So what are the benefits? Okay, because some people do not like attending a conference because it is expensive, do not have any budgets, do not have any time. Okay, but benefits of attending a conference is a full of event, okay, that gather all the researchers around the world, okay, to share the latest results, so that from there you can get the latest knowledge. Okay, so that benefit is you can have the strong academic network for your specialized area of research. Okay, by networking with other people from other countries. Okay, so you can get a lot of knowledge exchange together. Okay, understanding the cross-culture environment. Okay, how the research was conducted in the particular country comparing to our country. Okay, so you can get a lot of knowledge and get network with them and discuss. And also we can meet every time online, okay, through the online platform. You can share whatever you have, whatever they have, so that from there you can get latest knowledge. Okay, so this is an example. I'm attending one of the conference in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I meet my friends from the Canberra, Australia. Okay, we always meet at a particular conference, so we were going to go to conference together. Okay, for example, this year I will go to the one of the conference in Vietnam, so that my friend as well from Australia will travel to Vietnam, so we can meet there. So this is the way we try to create the strong network and to get update each other on the knowledge, so that we can bring into the class. And yeah, the other way, okay, for example, if you have a class, for example, on the particular topics, okay, you can invite your friends from Australia or whatever country to give the guest lecture knowledge through online platform. So this will be a good environment for the students to get some exposure, okay, in order to get the latest updates from the outside speakers instead of us give a lecture inside the class. So you can get also the speakers from outside Malaysia or outside country to give the online lectures, so that the student will get exposure from there. And we also can get the exposure and the new knowledge from the speakers. All right. Okay. The other way, the benefits of the conference also can increase the visibility. Okay. So that we as a researchers, as an educators, will be visible as expert in the particular field at the national and international academic scenes. Okay, your profile and personal website should be an excellent platform to promote your strength. Nowadays, everybody has their own social media. For example, we have Facebook, we have LinkedIn, we have academic network, okay, we have the IEEE Collaboratech, we have the TikTok. Okay, so all this kind of medium we can use to visible our profile through the social media, so that people will get know you and can easily get invited on the particular conference, so that you will learn a lot, okay, from the from the people. All right. So this is some of the example. Okay, when we have the profile online, so you can easily get recognition, okay, from people by make your profile visible through the networking and publish as well as collaboration. Okay, based on my experience, okay, through the social media platform, I receive a lot of invitation, okay, from the social media that invite me to give a lecture on the particular topics at their own respected country. For example, I receive a lot of invitation from the India, for example, Sri Lanka, Austria, okay, Indonesia, Philippines, okay, to get network with them, okay, through the social media. Okay, they will never know me in person, okay, but through the information that we put in the social media, they will know that my particular area, so that if that area is matched with their own area, so they can invite me or us to become the guest lecturer, okay, to their students, okay, or to their academia, or to their research lab, okay, in order to exchange the knowledge. All right. Okay, so these are some of the example of my profile, which is visible and searchable, okay, using the Google Scholar, LinkedIn, okay, you can use this example of the profile visibility social media. All right, and then also from the social media also I will receive the email invitation, okay, for the invited talk at the particular conference. Okay, they will mention, okay, like this one, if you can see that from the my slide, okay, they will know, they introduce, they are from the connected at my LinkedIn first connection, okay, and then they're organizing a conference, they invite me to become one of the invited speaker, okay, to deliver the invited talk at the particular conference. Okay, all right, and also we also can be an active participant in related symposium or conferences. Okay, you need to ask them, ask the presenter, ask the keynote speakers, ask the invited speakers or plenary speakers or tutorial speakers any question that plays in your mind in order to become or to update what are the missing gap in between the presentation. You can ask the speakers. All right, so this is to ensure that your peers will know you and your research work. Okay, if you come to the conference, you just sit there and relax and just listen to the conference presentation without active participation. Okay, so the speakers will never know us. They will never notice that the audience interested in their presentation. Okay, so that we need to ask them to have some discussion, to have some very academic debates on the particular area in order to make sure that we are active in the session, okay, so that the people will know you and then you will be easy get network with people. Okay, so this is my estimated participation attending a conference as a presenters, as a listeners, and as a technical committee or reviewers. Okay, so by this number you can expand your network quite large, okay, and you can easily get collaborator from outside to collaborate with you, and from there you can learn a lot of knowledge and updates and latest trends on the particular topics. Then you can share with the students in the class, okay, so that when you come to the class you are not just presenting or give a lecture on the topic that's stated in the syllabus, and then you can add up with your experience, okay, when you attending the conference, what are the new knowledge that you get or you gain, okay, through the conference, so that the student also will get the latest updates on the particular topics. Okay, all right, so that when you have or you already attended several conferences as participants or presenters, okay, you also can ask the organizer. If you know that organizer, you may ask them to be invited. Okay, so opportunity to organize international conferences. Some of my peers email me and ask if possible for them to be invited as keynote speaker. It is not uncommon and not something to be embarrassed about. You may ask, for example, your friend is organizing a conference. You may ask them, may I be the invited speaker at your conference so that I can share my knowledge to them? Okay, you may ask them. And if you are organizing a conference, you may ask your friends, okay, to be invited speaker at your conference so that they also can benefit and your participant also can benefit from the knowledge gathered by the invited speaker to be shared during the conference. Okay. All right. And certain conference also, they provide some features by submitting the proposal as keynote speakers in upcoming international conference. Okay. Some conferences do accept proposal for keynotes, invited, tutorial, and even workshop. So it is also quite common practice. For example, if the conference organizer does not have very big network, okay, so they can open it as a proposal. For those who are interested to become the keynote speakers or what type of speakers, you may propose the topics and abstract and send it to the organizer. So once the organizer agreed, okay, with your proposal, they will send you the invitation letter to become the keynote speaker or invited speaker or tutorial or even the workshop speakers. Okay, so this is the common practice nowadays. All right, so this is the example, one of the conference in Baku, Azerbaijan. So they open for the keynote speakers, tutorial, and be a peer reviewer here. So you may choose. If you are choose to be the keynote speakers, they will give you to the forms to fill up with the title, abstracts, and some other information, okay, to make them evaluate, okay, whether they are accepted or not accepted. Once they accepted, they will email you the response of acceptance to become the keynote speakers, and then they will show you what's the next step, okay, need to be taken prior attending the conference. Okay. All right. So this is another example of invitation, okay, as a keynote speaker. All right. So this is also quite common practice nowadays. You will receive an email from the organizer of the conference that are offering you to be the TPC, Technical Program Committee, or keynote speaker or invited speaker. All right. So that they will state here, if you need, your school can be a corporation of the conference and put the information on the conference website. So they are also offering you to become the strategic partner, okay, to become the cooperator or collaborator. Okay, so if you agree, okay, they will put the information about your university in their website. So this also will increase your institution visibility. All right. Okay. So you also can organize your own conference and become your own keynote speaker. You invite yourself, of course, you should also invite others so that it is not that obvious. Okay, for example, if you organize a conference, you also can become the keynote speaker for the particular conference, but not you are only the keynote speaker, but you need to invite others. Okay, so that it is not that obvious. Okay, so people will never see that this is your conference and you become the keynote speaker. Okay, you need to invite others, your friends or your colleagues, okay, to become the keynote speaker as well, so that you become the few speakers, keynote speakers in the particular conference that can give the talk during the conference. All right. Conference organizer normally will invite you as invited and plenary speakers before you start to get invitation as keynote speaker. Okay. So for my experience, okay, I first presented the papers as a oral, okay, in 2005. Okay, I first get the invited speakers, okay, in 2015, okay, in India. All right. So in other words, to be invited as keynote speaker is the ultimate invitation. That means after several invited as a plenary or invited speakers, then you will become the invited as a keynote speaker. Okay, so Invitation as a keynote speaker is the ultimate invitation, which is the highest position, okay, in the conference, okay, so that you can become the expert on the particular topics. But to be a keynote speaker, you need to give the general topics, because as we all know, when we are attending the conference, the participant has a various background. So if you are talking about the particular specific topic, okay, they might find that your talk is not interesting. Okay, so you need to be very general as can to find the general topics and the particular that meet the theme of the conference, so that everybody can understand what you are talking about, and then they will appreciate you, and then there's a lot of questions they will be asked during the session. Okay. All right. So please be aware, if you receive email inviting you to be a speaker at international conference, and you have to pay for everything, that means they are inviting you to become the invited speaker or keynote, but you have to pay the fees. So actually, it is normal conference call for paper invitation. Okay, it is not the keynote. It is a normal call for paper invitation. So as a keynote speaker, normally your expenditure to participate in the conference will be covered by the organizer, including flights, hotel, okay, food and beverages. Well, if you are my friend and I invite you as keynote speaker, you still have to pay half of the cost. Friends will help each other. Okay, but sometimes there is a conference you need to pay half. Okay, for example, my friend invited from Morocco coming to Malaysia, so we as organizer cover half of the cost. Okay, we will cover one-way flight, and he or she will cover the other way flight ticket. Okay, so win-win situation. All right, so we can also have like that models. Okay. All right, so this is the example. Okay, so this is some of the example of invitation, okay, that we need to pay. Okay, we need to pay certain fees in order to be invited as a speakers in this particular conference. All right. Okay, at the national level, normally it is quite easy to get invited to another university to give talks if you are active in professional societies, okay, such as IEEE or IT or IACSIP or IANG. It depends on the which society, okay, it depends on the how active that particular society in introducing their members. Okay, so for example, IEEE, if you are active in IEEE, you will easily get invited to become the guest lecturer, or DVP, okay, Distinguished Visiting Program, or DLP, Distinguished Lecture Programs. Okay, they will invite you to give a talk on the particular topics, on the particular webinars or conferences they are organizing. Okay. All right, so these are some of example of my experience attending a conference as a keynote speaker. Okay, you can see that the latest one is last year. I was in Tashkent State University of Economics, okay, Uzbekistan. So I'm giving the keynote talks there. Okay, during the 2020, I'm going to Karachi, Pakistan, okay, to give the keynote on the particular topics. And also in 2020, I also become the online keynote speakers on the particular conference organized by the Rajasthan Manipal University, Jaipur, Rajasthan, India, okay, in 2020. Okay, so you also can become the in-person keynote speaker or the virtual or online keynote speaker, okay, due to some restriction. Okay, if you have the more opportunity to attend in person, that will be good to attend in person, because we are not just giving or deliver our talks there, but also we can get network with people. Okay, for the online keynotes, you just deliver your keynotes, and after that, you don't have any opportunity to get network with people, because the session will be moved to another keynote speakers. Okay, so that is the constraint for online attending online keynote speakers. All right. So find the time to share your research interests with your friends, including those who are not from academia. Okay. So you need to find some opportunity, okay, some space in order for you to share your research interests with them. Okay. And as a conclusion, attending a conference can increase our knowledge on a particular area and increase your research network. And from the experience you gain, it can enrich your teaching as well as you will have a lot of things to share and update with the students. So this is what we call it so-called knowledge updates. All right. Okay, so with that, I end my presentation and thank you. You can email me, okay, if you have any question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Mothelny, for your intervention. This is the end of the second day of our International Summer School for Professor Training 2023. We thank our lecturers and assistant professors again for being part of this great activity. Remember that tomorrow you can join us from 5 p.m. Seattle time. Have a great evening. Thank you very much again.